One thing at the very end of all the testimony, everything that you're going to be presented, it's going to be one name only, Dominique Barner.
Dominique Barner, who admitted to driving the getaway car, took a plea deal and told investigators that Robinson wanted McCormick dead for allegedly dissing his slain half-brother Willie Addison, who was killed in a 2019 drive-by shooting. Hakeem's father, Abdul Robinson Sr., was arrested and accused of helping them escape after the shooting. Robinson Sr. later identified his son as the shooter after viewing dashcam footage of the incident. He's now expected to testify against his son and nephew in court. Barner was also brought up during the opening statement from Robinson's attorney, Tara Kawas. She claims that Barner was the one who planned and orchestrated the murder, not Robinson.
When you listen to all the credible, reliable evidence in this case, it's only going to prove to you one thing. Hakeem Robinson is innocent. Find him not guilty.
So today is going to start off with the lady who owned the business that Charles McCormick had came to see. So you're going to hear what happened from her point of view. And I ain't gonna lie, get a little intense.
Did you have any blinds on your windows or the doors of that business?
Yes, there are blinds on the windows.
Were they open?
They were open.
From where you were standing, could you clearly see outside into the parking lot area?
Yes.
Now, when Charles walked out your front door, where was he going?
He was going to his car.
And as he was walking outside, can you tell us what happened next, what you saw?
As he was leaving out the door, there was an individual approaching, and as he proceeded to walk off of the sidewalk, he recognized someone coming towards him. He looked back and turned and started to take off running.
And in what direction was Charles running?
So from facing outward of my business, he ran to the left on the side of the building, down the sidewalk.
Before getting to the sidewalk, did he come back towards your front door at all?
He had to come that way to run to the side of the building.
And were you still standing up there at your desk?
I was.
Did you see anyone else pursuing him?
I did.
And did you recall what that person was wearing?
They had on dark, covered. They were covered. Their face and their head was covered.
Did they have anything in their hands?
They did. They had a weapon, a gun, a large gun.
When Charles was running back in your direction, did you actually see him?
I did.
Did he appear to see you?
Mm-hmm.
Is that yes?
Yes.
And why do you say that?
Because he looked back towards the office. He knew that was only one entrance into my building.
And is that when he then kind of ran around the side?
Ran around the side of the building.
Could you tell the person that was chasing him, even though they were covered, could you tell what color that person was?
Yes, you can tell they were a dark-skinned person. Brown-skinned person.
Brown-skinned person. Could you tell whether or not that person was male or female?
It appears they are male. Mm-hmm.
And could you tell anything about their hair, for example?
It was covered. It wasn't a low cut or anything. You can tell it was covered, but it was hair.
Did you get a clear view of the person's face?
No, it was covered.
Was the person with the gun chasing Charles, was that person, would you consider them short or tall?
To me, they were tall.
How tall are you?
I'm about 5'5".
Was the person with the gun a lot taller than you?
To me, yeah.
What about compared to Charles as they both ran by you?
I can't give an exact number how much taller they were, but it seems taller.
Yeah, and I'm not asking for a number in terms of height, but could you tell if the shooter was taller or shorter than Charles?
He seemed taller than Charles. Mm-hmm.
Did you see exactly where Charles made it when he was running?
He made it right to the corner of my office, and within a panel or so on the side of my office is where he laid.
All right. Now let's get into it. You're going to hear her 911 call, and basically, I hate to say it this way, I think a lot more of these businesses should be required to have security, because one of the things that you have to quote unquote be when you're a gangster is a gangster. Ain't no more jobs, ain't none of this crap or anything like that. Now, the youngin', basically trying to get his life right and all that crap, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Wherever you done disrespected people at and did your dirt at, you can't work there. You just can't. I know some people like, oh, I want to change my life and do all this and do all that. Nah, if you got a family member that's out of state, and then go about it that way, because you didn't crap where you laid your head at, and that ain't never gonna work.
We need help. They're shooting. 7001 Merrill Road. He's running across the parking lot with a shotgun. Okay, ma'am. Okay, who's shooting, ma'am? Give me a description. The gentleman, he has a black mask on. He has on a skull cap. He's running across the parking lot. 7001. I'm at Express Employment. Okay, ma'am. Slow down. Okay, he has on a black mask. What color shirt and pants? God, ma'am. He has on a... No. Hey, ma'am. He has on a black mask, skull cap, running, tall, thin, black male. Okay. Oh, Jesus. And did he shoot anybody? Girl, where's Charles? Was it Charles? They shot through my door, my window. They shot Charles McCormick. Okay, ma'am, somebody's been shot, ma'am? Did they shoot him? Do y'all see him? Yes, he's down on the ground. His name is Charles McCormick. I know who he is, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, so listen to me. I got everybody coming to you, ma'am. I need some questions. I need you to help me, ma'am, okay? Oh, my God. Listen to me. Oh, shit. Ma'am, listen to me, okay? Listen to me. Where has he been shot at? We need all this information, ma'am. He's in the parking lot, ma'am. The guy that's been shot, is he in the parking lot? Parking lot. Is he black, white, Hispanic? Black, young male. His name is Charles McCormick. McCormick. And you don't know where he's been shot at? No, I don't know. I'm in the building. He was running. He just left out of my business for a job. And as soon as he came out, somebody started shooting at him. And he ran. And he's in the parking lot. And you said, what was his name again? His name is Charles McCormick. Guys, where is he at? Do y'all see him? Ma'am, go to my office and look out the window, please. He's over here. He's on the sidewalk? And what's your last name? Ma'am, listen to me. We got everybody. Ma'am, listen to me, okay? We got everybody coming to you, licensed sirens, ma'am. I need you to get my eyes for me, okay? Listen, he's on the ground, on the sidewalk. Okay, my building. Okay, ma'am, I got fire and rescue coming for him. He's laying on the ground, correct? Yes. Oh, my God. Okay, so the guy that was doing the shooting, where is he at? He left? Oh, I don't know where he is. He's ran. Yes, I got my phone. I'm calling her now. And which direction did you see him leave running in? Yes, I saw him running. Which way? They ran towards the Bailey's gym. They ran west of me. Tell them. Mel, look out there. Look at him. Take a picture. Just use your phone. Take a picture, Mel. Take a picture. Use your phone. Take a picture. Take a picture. Just take a picture. Okay. And you said this guy, the guy came in to get a job? Yeah. Charles McCormick, I'm a staffing agent. Okay. He came in for his interview. Okay. Got a job. He was walking out for his job assignment. As soon as he walked out the door, this guy started shooting at him in the parking lot with a mask on. He started running. He ran on the side of my building on the sidewalk, and the guy shot him. It's like a shotgun. He's down on the sidewalk. He's not moving. What else do you need to know right now? I have bullet holes all in my window right now. Okay, ma'am. We got everybody coming to you, okay? Okay, ma'am. Nobody. I got it.
So essentially, how it goes is like this. This old lady come in, and I ain't gonna hold you. She thugging. She like, I ain't going. Old lady like, get the hell out of my house, man.
And States 131, is that bathroom?
Yes.
Now, when you came out of your bathroom that morning, what happened?
I walked out of the bathroom, and I saw that the front bedroom door was closed. And free cats, they like to chase each other. So I thought one of them had pushed the door shut. So I went to push the door open, and I saw two black men standing in my house.
And what did you do when you saw those two individuals?
Excuse the language, I told them. I said, oh, hell no, get the F out. And then I proceeded to walk down the hallway to the front door, opened the front door for them, and held the sliding door and said, get the fuck out of my house. And they were like, you don't understand. I said, I understand that you don't belong here. You don't live here. You need to get the F out of my house now. And I kept trying to plead for them to leave the house.
These two individuals, did you know either one of them?
No.
Did either of them have permission to be in your home?
No.
Ever been around them any other point in your life?
No.
What happened when you made it to the front door?
When I realized they weren't leaving, I was going to try to take off. And one of them grabbed me by the one arm. And so there's an iron railing right by my door. And I grabbed that with my other hand. And I was trying to yell help, which is kind of useless in my neighborhood because all my neighbors work during the day. And then the other one came out and was hitting my arm to try to get me to break loose of my grip because I kind of had a death grip on the railing. And then the two of them ended up pulling me back inside the door where we fell.
So both individuals put hands on you and helped together pull.
Both pulled me in. Yep. One I called Tattoo Dude had me by my one arm, and then the Squirrely Dude was the one who was, kind of chopping at my hand to get me to break loose.
And so you use two descriptions: one Tattoo Dude and one Squirrely Dude.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
I'm sorry.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
And is that how, in your mind, you distinguish between the two individuals?
Yes.
And was Tattoo Dude, do you attribute that description because he had tattoos?
Once I identified him that way because after the whole kerfuffle at the front door, and we went into the living room, he sat down. I don't remember if he pushed his sleeves up or if he took the jacket off that he had on, but I saw his tattoo.
Now, do you recall what the tattoo looked like?
It was the number, it was big numbers, 1993 on his arm,
Is that the upper arm, lower arm, forearm?
lower arm, between the elbow and the wrist.
Yes, ma'am. Now, do you recall what either one of these individuals was wearing when they came into your home?
Tattoo Dude was definitely dressed better than the other guy. He was wearing a tracksuit it was a dark tracksuit with red tennis shoes, and Squirrely Dude had, I classify, Dollar General gray sweatpants and just a basic Dollar General type hoodie, dark hoodie on.
Do you remember anything about their hairstyles, if you could see it?
Not for Squirrely Dude, because he pulled the hoodie right up over as soon as he saw me. He pulled it up, so I couldn't really get a good look at him at all. But Tattoo Dude, when he sat down, he had little nubbies, like he was thinking about growing dreads, but hadn't decided yet. And but they were very neat in appearance, and he had a little goatee. But that was the only thing I really remember.
Could you tell approximately what age they appeared to be?
I'm sorry.
Could you tell approximately what age these two people appeared to be?
I guessed them to be early to mid 20s.
And do you recall anything about their height? How tall do you think they were in comparison?
Seemed to be my height, so about 5'5", 5'6".
After you were pulled back inside by Tattoo Dude and Squirrely Dude, you said you fell on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tattoo Dude ended up he was on top of me, and he was kind of like holding me like right at the collarbone. And the only thing I could think of was like, this isn't going to end this way type thing. So I just kind of like brought my knee up to push him off.
Okay.
And I think I kind of hit him a little because he seemed to be a little out of breath when he rolled over. And I sat up, and I told him I need a cigarette, and he's like, no, you don't. He's trying to hold my arm down, and I just kind of lifted him off. But he was saying that he called for the other dude. He's like, bro, come here. And Squirrely Dude came out, and he's like, do you want me to hurt her? And he said, no, just watch her. And so then they were trying to convince me that I didn't understand. And Squirrely Dude pulls out his phone. He's like, I've got it on video. They attacked us. I said, I don't want to see that. I want nothing to do with that. I want you out of my house.
Well, all right. So hopefully that caught you up. We are now on day 2. And let me tell y'all something. Bruh, the title ain't lying. Because cop gets caught lying. But let's run you through a couple of things, shall we?
You don't have your lights and siren activated.
Right, so...
And here's the question in regards to that. So you're coming out of Publix. I'm going to assume, and I shouldn't, you probably got a sub or chicken at Publix for lunch?
a wrap.
Okay. And so you're coming out. You're in your normal patrol uniform because you were working off duty?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, because that wasn't racist at all. I'm not going to say it's racist, but I'm going to be like this. For those who are a little on the sensitive side, Shawty, you could have just said he came out with so many other things. You might as well just said he had watermelon out there. But, yeah, let's continue on, bruh.
My question to you is, you ran track and field. And the answer is yes, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you ran, sprinted to your vehicle. And you did that because you heard those gunshots, right?
I did that because I'm a police officer and I have a duty to enforce the law.
And you have a lot of experience. You have almost a quarter of a century experience in law enforcement, correct?
been with the agency for 24 years.
And because of that, you have experience in these high-stress situations, right?
Everybody doesn't have a high-stress situation during their career.
But you have.
I have.
You've seen people be shot.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody get shot.
Would it refresh your recollection to read your deposition from 2021? Would it help your memory? Officer?
I've been in scenes where people have been shot.
Have you seen people murdered before? Yes.
I've been in scenes where people have been murdered before.
All right. And you've been in active shooter type situations, right?
I have.
All right. That's different than the regular civilian. You're trained for these situations.
We go through active shooter training.
So not only do you have training through the department, but you also have training on the job in these situations, in high stress situations. Yes or no?
Are you asking me if I've ever been in one, or are you're saying training and then you're?
Let's break it up for you. Let's break it up.
Be specific if you don't mind, please.
When you were in the academy, you were trained how to be a police officer, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And in your decades on the force, you have experienced high stress situations like seeing somebody murdered.
I don't know if you can relate. I mean,
that's not my question. My question is,
have I ever seen anybody get murdered? The answer is no.
You're on page 21, lines 11 through 19. Question, I think it's probably fair that your adrenaline was pumping. Answer, your answer. I mean, it's an experience that you can't explain. I've seen people murdered before while working, and I've experienced auditory inclusion. I've been in that full mad shooting, active shooter type situation. It's something you can't explain to people where they will understand what happens with the body during that time, honestly.
Okay.
Those are your words, right?
Yes.
All right. So you have a different level of experience than the common person.
I think I've been in some situations where other people haven't, that are in law enforcement. And the determination, I didn't see Charles McCormick get murdered, but I know something bad happened. I've been in situations where people were shot. I didn't see them get shot, but later I found out that they were murdered.
You said, I've seen people get murdered. That's what you said, right?
That's me basing it off of what happened when the person shot into a crowd. Me later finding out a lot of people that die, they don't die right away.
Oh, the cop basically says, oh man, I'm not a track and field star anymore. Sir, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So are you trying to say that you shrunk? Is that what you're trying to say? Then turn around and say, I seen murders. I seen all this. It reminds me, and I'm not dissing my uncle, but it reminds me of this quick story. Just make this fast. This is a comparison I give y'all. I had an uncle who told me he was a truck driver. And y'all know Sonny Nash was driving trucks at one point in time. And when we got into it, I started having good conversations, not in disrespect or anything. We started having conversations. I'm talking about places you should have hit if you drove trucks. Turns out this man never left California. I'm like, what? Yeah, and I ain't really had my license, bro. I just knew how to drive trucks. What? This is what that sounds like. That man said he basically been to war. He was up there lying like, I seen people die and I seen this and high whatever situations and got called out. Bruh, you can't make this up.
Officer, you put out over the radio that day that the person that you chased on foot was 5'5" to 5'9", correct?
Yes, sir.
That's what you said on that day.
I did.
All right. Now, you said a moment ago that you didn't have an opportunity to see the person. So let's break that down.
I didn't say I didn't have an opportunity to
I
see.
haven't asked you the question yet, sir. The person jumps out of the vehicle and they run west. You get out of your vehicle and you chase. You see that person clear a fence, right?
I saw him run toward the fence. I was in my vehicle still driving.
So your testimony
When I got to that fence, that subject was jumping a fence in the rear of the residence.
So your testimony is not that you jumped out of your vehicle, that you gave chase, that you actually cut through somebody's home and you chased him through one backyard.
I went through a residence to the backyard of that same residence that the subject jumped the fence, and I jumped the fence. The question in reference to what I put out on the radio, that video that had that marker for that vehicle, I was wrong in my height description. I was putting out just information for those that were coming. That was absolutely a mistake.
Officer, I'm not asking you to explain your testimony.
Well, you asked me about the height, so I was giving you.
I need you to focus on my question.
Okay.
Okay? And we're talking about now fences and you chasing him.
Okay.
You jumped out of your vehicle. You chased him through one backyard, correct?
Yes.
And you saw him jump a fence in that backyard.
Yes.
And then you went up to that fence yourself, right?
I went up to the first fence and I jumped the rear fence.
So you, as a trained officer, you see somebody jump a fence, sort of like this podium. I'm not saying it's the same height, but you go up to it. So you have a point of reference where you can say, I saw this guy, this shooter, next to this fence, and I walked up to it myself. The question hasn't been asked.
Okay.
You had a point of reference, correct? The fence.
No, I didn't have a point of reference.
You just said that you saw him jump over the fence. You just said,
Jumped the fence in the rear of the residence.
I understand that, but you saw, just like you can see me standing at this podium, you saw him next to that fence.
I didn't see him next to the fence. I saw him jumping the fence. At no time was he not in motion that I ever saw him. Every time I saw him, he was accelerating away from me, either just trying to avoid apprehension.
All right. Now, getting back to the apprehension situation. So again, you have a shooter that's running around neighborhoods. JSO is trying to find this person, and you can give a description of what it is you remember best. In the description that you give, BM, that stands for blackmail, right?
Yes, sir.
Gray hoodie, black sleeve, black sweatpants, right?
If I remember the black sweatshirt with the gray in it, yes, sir, and the rifle, the black rifle.
But you read this. There's nothing in there about a Draco-style firearm, right?
I'm not sure. I mean, I just saw one highlighted line that you told me to focus on.
Do you want to read it again?
The whole thing. Is that everything? Because I remember putting out on the radio. I don't know if so that you're reading is someone's typing. That's not the call that I voiced out on the radio. That's just someone that's possibly like a court reporter that's trying to capture everything that's being said. I don't know if they captured everything or not.
Officer,
I know what I saw though.
Officer, so when you call out over your radio, there's dispatch. All of this is recorded. And somebody that works for JSO takes down these notes. These notes are important, and they take those down, right? It's not a court reporter. It's somebody that works at your department, right?
As human that can make mistakes, yes.
Are you saying that they made a mistake?
I don't know.
All right. So these are also, this is something that's done. It's kept in the regular course of business, right?
Was kept in the regular course of business.
So anytime you're talking over the radio, these CAD notes are produced. You know that in your 20 years of experience.
CAD notes, they document whatever the call taker received from the phone, from the caller.
Let's get back to the topic of the height. Nowhere in your call, whether it's the recorded call or the actual notes, do you say, could be 5'5" to 5'9", I'm not sure. You don't say you're not sure, right?
It's always a guess. I've never been trained in determining people's height. At no time was I close to this subject. Every time I've seen the subject, it was at a great distance. And I think it's fair to say that anytime you're looking at something from a distance, it's not going to be accurate.
And one thing that people notice all the time, sometimes y'all yelling at me, sometimes I yell at y'all. Y'all be like, bro, look at the tone. Look at how willing somebody else is to answer certain questions opposed to when the other side asks questions. That's one of the things I never understand about these people who get on the stand and they're trying to make their point. You don't think that you don't think that the freaking jury doesn't see it? Come on now.
From a distance, it's not going to be accurate.
Officer, you said a moment ago to this jury that what you're giving are the things that stand out to you most because you want to find this person. You didn't have to give height at all. You could have said that there's a black male running through neighborhoods wearing this type sweatshirt. You could have left it at that, right?
Yes, sir.
But you confined it to a certain 4 inches. That's what you chose to do, right?
That was my estimation or guess.
All right. Now, very shortly thereafter, you had a conversation with Detective Gibson, right?
Yes, sir.
And you told Detective Gibson, quote,
Objection, Judge.
impeachment.
Okay. Overruled.
You told Detective Gibson, a homicide detective, quote unquote, 2 black males fled from the vehicle on foot in an eastern direction while the black male Officer Collins originally saw with a firearm fled westbound on foot, still in possession of a firearm. He described him as slender, 5'5" to 5'8" in height, wearing a black and gray hoodie and black sweatpants. He shrunk an inch.
I don't even remember what our conversation was.
Now, for some of y'all who came in late, right, you're seeing this for the first time because what actually happened was the freaking camera, like always, they always will pan and scan and see like 2 people sitting there in the juror's box or what the heck ever. So basically, every freaking station, with the exception of Mickey Truth, that's why you see her stuff up there, basically deleted their whole entire stream and was like, hell no to the no, hell to the no. So that's why you're just not seeing this. But let's keep on going.
Officer, you've taken plenty of depositions over the years, yes?
Yes, sir. I've had depositions over the years.
Yeah, and you know well that at the end of the depositions, the attorneys ask the questions. If anything changes, please inform us. You know that, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. You also have reports. If things change, you can file what's called a supplemental report, right?
Yes, sir.
You never filed a supplemental report in this case saying that you were wrong previously in your assessment. We're learning about it here in front of this jury, right?
I didn't realize it until I saw the still images.
And you just saw those this morning?
No, sir.
When'd you see them?
During my pretrial.
And when was that?
I've had maybe 3 or 4 pretrials. I'm not sure.
When was the last?
I believe it was a week ago.
All right. So you had a week to update people, but you didn't do that, right?
I did not write a supplement.
And it also took them 4 times to organize this testimony for today.
Oh, that's common.
Good
Yeah,
job.
sustained. Thank you. Any redirect?
I don't think it's necessary, Judge.
Okay, Ms.
So the rest of the day it kind of gets boring. They're talking about DNA. Y'all make with what you want to do. Somebody probably gonna put out a better video about the DNA than I did. I just sat there like 70 billion people. And the lady's like, yeah, I don't know if there was really ever 70 billion people that lived on Earth. And she just smiled and everything. She just want to get the hell out of there. You could tell. Her whole demeanor was like, I want to go. Then you had another lady talk about basically gunshots and bullets and all this stuff and everything like that. It got real boring real quick. So it just is what it is. Another lady who was there but wasn't there. Anyways, long story short, this second day, you got to give it to the defense. You have to. Now, that ain't to say that these cats are innocent. I'm not saying that because some of y'all cats real life piss me off with this stuff y'all do. If I say somebody wins one day, that doesn't mean they're going to win the whole entire case. I think these cats is going to be found 100% guilty. If based off of what we've seen today, there's no way in hell they could find them guilty. But based off of what's going to happen for the rest of this stuff, yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. They better have something because they said they didn't even charge Ksoo or have Ksoo of anything for 9 months. That stuck out to me like a sore thumb. If you were so how do we say this the left way? If you were so sure of yourself, that should have happened within half a month. Now, granted, people wearing masks and all of these things, and it seemed like these youngins, as far as thinking on the fly, how smart they was to try to get away with it, for sure. But as far as the execution and all that crap, bro, a mask all the time ain't gonna save you. Then y'all don't know how to destroy weapons. Y'all don't know how to do any of this stuff. Y'all don't shoot with shell catchers. Like, to me, some of this stuff that these people do are just dumb. Because if you truly want to get away with this stuff, in my mind, if I'm thinking about it, I'm doing this. I'm still in the car. 100%. My phone gonna be somewhere across town like I'm talking to somebody for sure. And then I'm not leaving in no car. There's no way. There's no way. You supposed to have a swap of clothes. They did that part and everything. Gloves supposed to be everywhere. You take a bag. Once you get that bag, you find a nice place where you can burn your clothes at. DNA gone, bro. It's so many things. But even me saying that, bro, do you know how precise you have to be? So you got to basically have a gun, know how to break it, shell catchers, freaking stolen vehicle, get them the right way, figure out where the heck you gonna run, have your phone on somewhere on the other side of town, and what else? Yeah, figure out where you can crash the car at, and then know where all the freaking cameras is at, because you're going to do a ton of walking for the next, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours with new clothes and stuff that you burned. Now, is it possible? Hell yeah, it's very possible for y'all to do all that. Am I telling you to go and do all that? Hell nah, not at all. Because there's too many things that can happen. Way too many things. You got to plan that perfectly. But either way it go, bro. We going to see day 3. I'm going to try to drop this sooner. But the way the likes is going, bro, I'm telling y'all this. I'm not begging. I'm not asking. I'm just saying, man, if y'all can hit that damn thumbs up. Because what happens is, the more it is, YouTube is built off of likes and watching. You got to get the likes first and then people watching. That's just what it is. So we can get this up to 4. Then we're going to drop this way sooner. I had to wait for the algorithm to reset twice. But as y'all know, man, that's how we do it. But I'll catch you on the next one. Definitely drop another video by the night. So keep that bell on.